This
No, raising.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Yes. So we were discussing on the concept of load balancers and the target groups last week. So target groups are basically logical grouping of your servers. Say for example, you can create one target group name as my app, and then you can assign this EC2 instance to this group, or else you can add this also to the same group, or you can create another group like this. So you can create another group which I'm going to show here. Okay, so you can create another group like this, and my app 2 number 2, and you can assign a pink color, and this time you will assign this EC2 instance to this target group. So logically it is nothing but you are grouping them in some sort of a grouping. Okay, but all these things are manually done. Okay, so all these things are manual actions. We need something to what? So we need some mechanism to automate this entire process. Like in the AWS backup we have, right? So we automate the entire process of taking the backup. Now in the diagram you can see that what you see here in the diagram, you see that there are two instances which are serving the same load balancer, but both are into two different target groups. Okay, so let me label blue here so that you will understand. So this is another target group. Getting the point? So ideally, what is the main this thing is, you should logically group the server. That's it. Okay. Now, so how you can automate this? So if you want to add any server to any of the target groups, so you need to log in, right? So you cannot log in every time, isn't it? So we cannot be online 24 bar 7, and we cannot sit in front of the computer 24 bar 7. So we need a way to automate this entire process, and for this purpose we have something called as auto scaling group. So what this will do, this will add the EC2 instance to the respective target group whenever it senses the rise in traffic, or if there is any other CPU utilization. So rise in traffic, okay, or CPU utilization. We are going to do the hands-on now. Then you will understand. So this is that additional component, and everything else remains the same. There will be load balancer, and there will be EC2 instance launched. But we are not going to launch those instances. This auto scaling group is going to launch the instances for us. You just need to configure
One
the,
question.
yeah,
One question, sir. Sir,
yes, please,
as you said that load balance, sorry, this auto scaling is going to launch another EC2 instance.
yeah.
How it is going to reduce the traffic if it is going to launch? Either it has to launch auto this load balancer. How it is going to reduce the traffic if you launch EC2 instance?
No, it is not going to reduce the traffic. I said, see, it will going to serve the entire traffic, because if you don't add the EC2 instance and there is a rise in the traffic, then your server will crash, isn't it? So our
Yeah.
job is to not reduce the traffic. Our job is to serve the traffic,
Okay.
isn't it? So think it is a scenario that you are running a hotel. If 100 people are coming, you are happy to serve. If 1,000 people come, will you reduce it to 500, or will you serve all the 1,000 people? If you reduce the traffic, if you reduce the number of visitors to the hotel, it is a loss to the business, no? So same way you should not reduce the number of traffic, and we cannot also, because that is something from the externally. What we can do is we can add the resources, we can keep on adding the enough resources to sustain this amount of traffic, that's it. So no way we are going to control the traffic, no, it is not possible. We can just serve the traffic. Otherwise, without this auto scaling, our server may crash and the application may go down. So that is the reason we have these options. Is it clear now? Hmm?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let me add here. Okay. So next, so this auto scaling group, you just need to configure the two things here. So what are the configurations? So configure, first always start with the launch template. So always start with the launch template. Here you are going to specify what kind of AMI, what kind of EC2 instances, blah blah blah, and all the configurations, AMI and other configuration you will specify AMI and other configurations. Okay, then after that you are going to create the auto scaling group. That you start with minimum 2, 1, 3, 4, how many number of instances you want, you can specify. So once you finish creating the auto scaling group, it will automatically start spinning up the EC2 instances. And whenever it detects there is a huge traffic, or whenever it will detect there is a huge CPU utilization, then it will automatically add. I am going to show you that demonstration today live, hands on. Okay, then you will understand. So let us log into the AWS management console. Okay, and I'm going to enter the MFA code. Just a minute, it will be generating. So once you have logged in, right, so you can first start with the launch template, which is under the instances section. So click on the launch template and click on create, and you can name it anything you want. You can name it as like my app dash LC, that is my application launch template. Okay, and template version you can like start with version 1.0.0. Okay, clear. And then you can start with the AMIs, so you can select the AMI which you want, isn't it? So I'm going to use the base image because we don't have our any application. So instance type you can select here also. Okay, so you can select here also, or in the auto scaling group also you can select that. Okay, so you can select this option for now. Okay, key pair you can select here, so you can mention taxi flutter, or you can any other key pair you have. Okay, then you can select the network settings also. But if you don't want to select network settings, you can keep it as it is. Anyhow, you can select in the auto scaling group. This is just a template, like a blueprint, which the auto scaling group will look into before creating or before launching the EC2 instances. Okay, Now this will default take the 8 GB, the default EBS volume. If you want, you can add one more, and in the advanced detail you can add the user data. So we are going to add the user data as usual, okay, because we want to make sure we have something to say. So I'm going to this. So I'm going to select this and copy paste this, and you can mention as okay. So this is launched by our auto scaling group. So and you will notice that all the host name will be different, okay. So we are going to create the template. So you can select, we have select very minute things in the launch template, so it is created, okay. So you can check it under the launch template section, and as we have created only one version, so it is showing the default version 1 and the latest is also 1. If you do any modification, then the version will change, okay. So this is the thing, okay. Then next what you have to do, you have to go on the under auto scaling, you have to click on auto scaling groups. So select create a auto scaling group, and you can name it as my app dash asg. So my application auto scaling group. Now here you have to select the launch template, select the launch template. Now as soon as you select it, it is asking for the version. Now we have only one version, so select that, and you can see from the launch template it is going to select the AMI, this AMI and this keeper and the storage options, okay. So this is what it's going to create. So click on next. Now here you can select the VPCs, okay. So you can select your own VPC or default VPC also you can select, but for now I am going to select the ECS, okay, and I'm going to select all the subnets, okay, isn't it, or I'm going to select only 1A and 1B, clear. Now okay, then here you can specify the number of CPUs, how much you want. So based on this calculation, it will automatically launch the exact instance type, or you can manually add the instance type here also. So you can select t2.micro and you can mention 100%. So weight is 100% and you can add and leave it as it is. Okay, and here you can select 100% on demand. On demand means like pay as you go, and once you shut down it will not be charged, or you can select spot instance also, but we don't use the spot instances as we are under free tier, so we don't use spot instances, okay, clear. And then you can select this, saying that if you want, if you have selected both on demand and the spot instances, you can select this option, like how many number of instances you want using the on demand. So as of now we have selected only on demand, so this option does not make any sense, so that is the reason I have not selected this. So click on next. Now you can launch this to an existing load balancer, or you can launch without a load balancer, or you can create a new load balancer, but we will create a new load balancer because without that we cannot test, right? So attach to a new load balancer. So now we are going to, as soon as you select, it is only suggesting your name here. So my app ASG-1, you can name it as anything. So you can name it as ALB. So you can name it, and it will always be internet facing. Don't select internal. So internally means only within your VPC it will be resolving. So don't select that. Always select internet facing. Okay, and by default you can select these two subnets. It is already selected, and you can select a new target. So create a new target group. So my app ASGALB TG, that means target group. So you can name it as it is and click health checks. You can always select to check the application health, so that it can forward to the healthy instances. So leave the basic settings to as it is, and then if you want to collect the group metrics, you can enable this option, but don't enable as it is under free tier. Okay, so you will be put under additional charges. So don't select these things and go to next. Yeah, so this is very important for us. So what is these three things? So desired capacity means minimum capacity and maximum capacity. Maximum capacity means 10. So it means at any given point of time, irrespective of the number of traffic or CPU utilization, it is not going to cross 10 number 10 instance. Whatever may happen. Okay. Okay. If it is keep on increasing beyond 10 also, it will not increase. So maximum means 10. Okay, then minimum means it is 2, meaning if you want, whenever you create this auto scaling group, it should start with 1 or 2. So we are going to start with 2 instances. You can start with 3 also, 4 also, but not required. We are going to start with only 2 instances. Okay, so this is very very important. So and the next is target tracking policy. So this is very scaling policy means on what basis this auto scaling group will add or remove the EC2 instances. Okay, so we are going to name it as a like high CPU utilization. Okay, and it is going to select the average CPU utilization, and I'm going to set the target as 25% or some low value, so that okay, so 10%, and don't select this. Okay, otherwise it will not terminate your instance. So select next. Now this is for adding the notification. Now if you want to get notified whenever you're launching a new instance, I mean the auto scaling group is launching a new instance and it is deleting, so all that you will get a notification. So for that you can create a topic. So click on create topic. You can name it as my SNS topic dash topic for ASG, that is auto scaling group, and you can give your email ID. So I'm going to give my email ID, say this one. Okay, and event type. So whenever there's a launch, terminate, fail to launch, everything you will get the notification, and click on next. If you go to previous, add notification. If you want to add to, if you want to send to more than 2 email ID, you can also do that, but not required for our demonstration. So you can click on next. So if you want to tag your EC2 instance, you can tag it. So you can name it as managed, or you can say, you can add a tag by created. So created by. So you can key value, and value you can say it as AS auto scaling group. Auto scaling. So just to identify that it is just add. This is optional, and click on next. So you, this is the final review page. So you are going to launch the application and create auto scaling group. And if you just duplicate this, okay, and now if you see here what it is happening, it is showing the updating capacity. Now it has already launched one EC2 instance. Okay, now this is the desired capacity, and minimum is 2 and maximum is 10. And now if you go to the EC2 section, slowly it will start adding one by one. So as you can see here, it is pending. So if you go to tags, you will see created by autoscaling. It is already launching. Okay, so we'll wait now few minutes. So we will wait until the it launches to full capacity. Like it should launch two instances. Okay, so you can filter here. So how will you filter? So filter by created by and equals by auto scaling group. So as of now there is only one instances. Okay, and if you go inside this you will see. So is the activity. See what it says, successful. A user request created a auto-scaling group changing the desired capacity from 0 to provide the desired capacity of 2. Okay, clear? Yes or no? So now it should launch two instances. Okay, now let me create another launch template version. Okay, so I'm going to create a sorry here launch template, and I'm going to click here and go to actions and modify. So create a new revision. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the instance type here. So now I'm going to select T1 micro, which is under again free tier eligible. So I'm going to select T1 dot micro, and I'm going to select the taxi flutter new, and I'm going to select one more thing here. So apart from this, I'm going to add one more option in the this. So I'm going to add some commands so that we will try to get the CPU utilization. So sudo dash extras and install epel. Okay, okay, first let me log into this instance first. Click on connect, get the and just check where this instance is created. because as this is a custom VPC, this may not have routing to the internet gateway. So that is also could be the reason why we are not able to connect to. No, it is there. Uh, okay, it is selecting some other security group. So we will change that also. Don't worry. So let's say we're going to edit rules and change it as my IP for now. Let's change, sorry, anywhere. So add rule custom TCP SSH, and you can say anywhere and save rules. Me add the rule again. Yes, now it is having this. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to install some packages so that it will induce the CPU utilization. For example, Amazon dash Linux dash extras install EPEL. So this command will install some of the additional packages. Okay, and now then you can install there is a package called as stress. Okay, so this package will induce the CPU utilization to the server. So I want to induce it. Okay, so now just run hit stress. So you will get this. So we are going to copy this command. Okay, so we ran this command, right? Install.epl, and then this command and this command we have to enter. So you can go back to the modify thing here and install epl-y, and you can run sudo stress cpu, and you can leave it as, let us change to 256 MB and change it to 1000 seconds. See here what this will, I want to show before saving that. Just if you enter here, no, so it will start inducing the load on the server. So this CPU utilization will increase. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to do, and I need to install. Okay, so this is the, I will share this user data with you, and you can change. Okay, and create a, and what else you can cross verify. Now for this revision I have added the same AMI, but the instance type is T1 micro and key pair is same, and I have not changed any network settings or any security groups. You can check the security groups here to add. So I'm going to add the demo EC2 security group here. Okay, and I'm going to select the public subnet. You getting the point? Okay, so VPC, you should make sure that this VPC and this VPC should be same, otherwise it will not work. So the VPC ID is B40, so yeah, it will work. Okay, so as you can see, VPC ID is same. Then if you want to have additional network configurations, you can have but not required. And resource tagging, if you want, you can add here. So I'm going to name, so I'm going to name it as ASG instance. Okay, and you can add additional this thing but not required. Okay, and in the I mean advanced details section, we have added this and we have introduced this and create a template revision. Now the revision is version 2. Now what we are going to do now, has it launched one more? No, it has not yet launched. So we are going back to the EC2 auto scaling group, which is here, and go here and click on edit and click the versions, which is latest. Select the latest one and leave this as it is. Okay, so you can reset to launch template. Okay, so where it will launch the t1.micro instance and everything else will remain the same. Okay, and click on update. So now this will start modifying. So now it has only one instances and now desired is 2, minimum is 2. Now it is trying to launch the EC2. So we just wait and watch. So I'm going to see if you terminate from here also, no use, just watch. So see here, it will again launch. Okay, see, think that some what do you say, that some hardware failure has happened and this instance is gone. So now within some time this will again come back. See, this has already closed. So now this new instances will get launched. See here, now this is the pending. See, you got it right. See, ASG instance, ASG instance, so automatically it will keep on adding. That is because the desired capacity changed to 5. So now it will start changing it to 5 instance and maximum it will reach to 10. Just see, keep on watching. This is the easiest way to do automation for your application. But if you have understood it well, okay, very easy. If you have to practice like 1 or 2 times, that's it, you'll get it very easily.
Mithun,
Yeah.
uh, just now you first we created an auto scaling with a maximum of 2, right? With uh,
Yes.
and then again we edited with 5. We didn't created a new auto scaling.
No, we didn't edit any edited with 5. We just gave 10, maximum 10 and minimum 2. Automatically it by itself it is changing it to 5. I didn't change anything.
But what we did right now is again we went to the my auto scaling group and then you clicked on edit and then you added the.
Yeah, I just edit here and I didn't change anything here. I just changed the this one in the advanced options. I just made these changes. Wait, I will show you again. I just selected the latest version. There are two
Okay.
version of launch template. No, I selected the latest version. Okay, and
Okay.
then I changed this instance type requirements. Earlier it was taking from the this one T2 micro. Now I changed to 2E1 micro. That's it. No other changes I have made. So as you can
Okay.
see here, now all the instances will be under T1 micro.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So I have not manually added anything. Okay, so it will soon launch 5 instances. See, because I am, if I had changed, no, so this should have also changed to 5. Okay, so you just wait for some time. Okay, so this will take some time. Sorry, ASG, if you just type, you can name like this. So tags created by autoscaling group. So this is already terminated. So this will take some time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is still initializing. So we'll wait. And you can check the activity here under this. Okay, so we are getting some error. What is this? So launching a new EC2 instance, status failed because you have requested more vCPU capacity than your current vCPU limit of 8 allows instance bucket. Please visit the, so it is having some error, throwing some error. So that is the reason we are getting only four, 4 instances, not 5. So we are going to check what we have done. Okay, so let us go to vCPU. Let us go back to EC2 and here go to auto scaling group. See, again the desired capacity is the 8. It should launch 8, but it is failing. So let us troubleshoot that issue. So go to the my and click on edit. Let's see what we have done. Any changes we did. Okay, not here. Let us check in the launch template whether we have made any new additions. So click on edit, modify. Just check what else we have done. I selected T1 micro, right? Again, why it has just changed? 1 second. Latest version has changed. Okay, action. Yeah, T1 micro it has taken set settings. Here we see. 1 second. Launching requested more vCPU capacity than your vCPU limit of 8 bucket. Actually, see, it's already changed. Automatically, it is changing, but in the backend, it is not creating. Let me just check why it is failing. So select this one source template from two. This is the thing. Compare category. Yeah, everything is fine. Go back to auto scaling group. Edit. Nothing is changed. Why it is not taking? Five five five. And one more thing, let us check. Is it to? Let's go here. EC2 dash request. EC2 dash request. Okay, so maybe what is happening is if you go here, there is something called as service quota in every AWS account. So I guess they have already crossed that. So that is the reason. So let us see. EC2. So as you can see, AWS autoscaling groups per region. Per region, you can create 500 autoscale groups. Okay. So services EC2 /. Yeah, let us click here. All EC2 spot instance request. We need to find that quota and then we need to raise a ticket because as you see here, right, it is clearly indicating that it is a request to limits. So we have crossed the limit, as this is a free tier account, so we have crossed the limit, so we have to raise a ticket like this. So service limit increase easy to instances. So as you can see, region you have to specify, and you can copy paste this error that you are getting. So your vCPU, it says failed because the your current vCPU limit of 8 allows for the instance bucket that specified instance type belongs to. So that is the reason. So instance type T1 micro, you can launch only what, 4 instances maximum. So that is the reason I'm going to change the instance type. That's it. Not manually, I'm not changing anything. Please note this. See, if you had manually changed, no. So now it is saying desired capacity, but it is failing due to the automation workflow. It is failed. So now let us change that. So go back to the launch template configurations. Sorry, here go to the versions and select the third version. Go to actions, modify, and click the T2 micro. Okay, and you can just create a template version. So the version 4 has changed. So now go back to the auto scaling group, go to edit. Now again, please notify. If I have to manually change, no, I need to make an entry here, but I am not doing anything here. I'll just take the latest 4 which is already taken, and then I'll just update. That's it. Now you check the activity. So we'll see. It will soon launch the T2 micro instances. And let me show you, meantime, I'll have started getting the email notification for everything. Let me show you. So you need to confirm the subscription first. Like this, you would have received an email from AWS, and then once I subscribed, right, I will start getting the notification. You just see. So we'll just wait and watch. So let us go back to the EC2 console. So now 1, 2, 3, 4 instances are there. Now it will automatically doing. So go to the activity and see what is happening. So so now as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it will take some time. Sorry, it should change actually. Why it is not taking launch template? Yeah, let us taking the latest. Yeah, so version latest it has picked. So let me terminate them. At least one or two I will terminate. Then we'll see. So I'm terminating all which was created in T1 micro, and then probably we'll see. And you will see that I will have started getting the notification also. We'll just some wait, some time we'll wait. So now it you see it is in the pending state. So very soon we'll get. Yes. So now you are getting right. So that was because of the instance type. I didn't do anything. So 9 instances it is already launched. Okay. So same you can observe here activity. So now as per this instances it is allowing only 9 instances. One, two, sorry, one, two, three, four, five, six. So 9 instances. Okay. So some things are pending. So this is how. So that is what we have to check. Okay. Clear guys? Okay. And irrespective of in n number of time if you delete also it will not get deleted. You need to do what? You need to come here, delete the auto scaling group first. So go to the auto scaling group and just select and click on delete and just confirm delete. So that's it. It will automatically start deleting the instance on its own. Okay. And remember it will not delete the load balancer. So you have to delete on your own. So click on the load balancer and delete and press confirm. And you can, if you want, you can delete the launch template also. That's it. So slowly it will be running and but it will be terminated because auto scaling group will terminate gracefully. So until it is deleted, once it will change to status deleted, it will terminate all the instances. So for auto scaling group, I'll give you a AWS documentation. So you follow this documentation. Okay, so here auto scaling groups you can follow along. Okay, so create a group using a launch template. So this is what I did today. So you can also refer this. Okay, any doubt, guys? And if you see here, deleting. So number of instances it is reducing now. So if you go check in the instances, it will start terminating. So it will take a while until it's terminates. Okay. Okay, no doubt, guys. Okay, then. So if there are no doubts, then you can practice, right, and follow the AWS documentation. And I'm going to stop the recording as well.